Hi Sue! Hi Kathy! How's it going? Is Ryan all fired up, ready for high school next year?
Yeah, he's really excited about it. It's probably me who's more concerned about it than him.
Yeah, I know. I felt the same way when Danny was going to high school. He thought he was all grown up, but we could see he was really shaky. Now he loves it. He's doing really well in Year 8.
Oh, that's great. How did you manage it?
Well, the schools were great. They had some terrific programs in place. They worked with the parents. They gave us tips, listened to our concerns. That's why I'm not even worried about Emma's transition next year. I know she'll be fine.
Wow, I wish I had your confidence. I'd love to chat a little bit more about it. Do you want to grab a quick coffee?
Yeah, coffee, cake, a chat. Let's go without the kids.
So what are they talking about? Well, here's Angie Wilcock, an educational consultant with expertise in the primary to secondary transition process, to share some of her knowledge.
Well, transition is a process of change. Many people confuse it with orientation. Orientation is much more of a single event, but transition itself is more of a process. During a child's academic life, there are some significant key points of transition. Now, the transition that Kathy and Sue were discussing, that's probably one of the most significant transition phases in a child's life. It coincides with a massive period of physical, social, cognitive development, and thrown in the mix is a massive change in academic structure. The more information parents have and the more informed kids are about the changes, there's an increased chance of success because fears are reduced, and these kids are far more likely to be more resilient in coping with the changes associated with the move from primary to secondary school. This is a period of massive brain development. There's attitude change, there's hormones, there's puberty, and rather than shutting down from that, I think the more information parents have, they can then play a role with supporting some of the skills that they will need at school.
Hormones. They've hit your house too, have they?
Yeah, mine too.
I can hardly get 2 words out of mine, so how am I supposed to help him?
Well, if you work it out, let me know next time you're in.
Don't worry, they'll probably be talking to somebody. The teachers were so great when we were going through this with Danny. There were a lot of opportunities to speak to teachers. There were information nights and even guest speakers at the school.
Do all schools do that?
Pretty much. It's all part of the process these days. Schools realise it's as hard for the parents as it is for the kids, so they run activities to help prepare everyone for the transition.
So what do schools do to support successful transitions? So what about the parents, Angie?
Well, communication is the key factor, particularly in the transition from primary to secondary. Communication with the school is really important, but more importantly is parents need to fire up that communication with their kids as well. If we talk about setting some realistic and achievable goals, developing a really healthy balance between work and social, and also some positive time management techniques to keep on top of schoolwork and the increased workload. Parents don't need to be academics. They need to support in a different role at the home front, and these are ways parents can do that. And just being organised. Some of those strategies are ways that parents can communicate with their kids and help them establish some kind of a system in preparation for high school.
Well, that makes sense. To help us understand what parents and children are worried about, we surveyed a select group from the Middle Park Primary School. Let's hear some of the main concerns from this group.
Would there be lots more homework?
There will be increased homework, but if you're organised and time managed, you'll stay on top of it.
Will I lose my old friends?
You may lose some of your old friends, but this is a great opportunity to make new friends, so make sure you involve yourself in as many groups as you can at school.
How early will I have to leave home in the mornings?
As early as it takes, make sure that you know all your transport options before day one and always have a plan B.
I'm concerned about the pressure on my child to perform well.
Well, we have to wonder and consider where the pressure's coming from. Think about the pressure that you're applying, and if there are problems, go and speak with someone at the school.
How will he cope with leaving his friends and making new friends?
Kids are generally pretty resilient with making new friends, as long as they're encouraged to form as many new friendships groups within schools. That's the way to make new friends.
Are the rules and the teachers going to be really strict?
No more strict than you've experienced at primary school. As long as you do the right thing, you won't have any problems.
I'm worried about the peer pressures and adolescence in general.
The more information you have about the development of your child and how they're coping at school, the more you're able to develop some strategies to help your child through any peer pressures that they might experience and just through those adolescent changes in general.
How will she juggle her after-school activities with her homework?
It's really important to get a healthy balance. Not too many after-school activities, but certainly a blend of that with schoolwork. We don't want them to feel that high school is a punishment, but we need to get some common sense realities on the balance between work and social.
Will there be lots of exams and tests?
There will be exams, there will be tests, but you'll be given plenty of warning to prepare, and there's always support there to help you in study strategies as well.
How will I know how she's going? I'm used to a quick chat with the teacher at pickup.
Well, you'll be given plenty of information at orientation and parent information sessions, so make sure you attend those. There's a different network between primary and secondary schools. However, you'll be informed as to whether you need to approach a year advisor, subject advisor, it might be pastoral care, it might be the homeroom teacher. It's really important to have that connection with your school to maintain that right through high school, and just pick up the phone and ring.
So many things to think about, but it's reassuring to know that many people are involved and that nobody has to go through it alone. The main message is we need perseverance to help us cope. The next step, be informed and fire up for transition.